Good morning. Well, it's afternoon for some of you guys. But come on in here, come on in here, come on in here. As you are coming in, comment the words next opportunity. I'm gonna let the Lord lead me today. As you are coming in, comment the words next opportunity. I really love that song. Good morning, gorgeous, gorgeous. In my mind, I'm like a whole choir director, gospel singer. In my mind and in my shower, that's what I am. In my mind, in my shower, I'm hitting these notes. You can't tell me nothing. Beyonce who? Beyonce who? That's in my mind though. You got to believe in yourself. It don't matter what nobody else thinks. Okay, this is me. Comment next opportunity as you are coming in, as you are starting this, because what I really want to talk to you all about today, and different ideas come to me for More Money Monday. Welcome back to another episode of More Money Monday as well. Everyone who's checking in from YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Every week, a different message comes through for what I need to share with you all so you can start out this week with strength, right? Because if we can win our days, we can win our weeks. If we can win our weeks, we can win our months. And if we can win our months, we can win our lives, okay? So starting off a Monday with the right level of intention and with the right conversation can really shift how your whole week goes. So what I want to talk to you all about today is rejection, okay? And I want us to change our mindset to rejection. A lot of the time we feel as though rejection is the worst thing in the world. We are so afraid of rejection that sometimes we don't even try. We don't move from where we are because we are extremely afraid of what it's going to feel like to be rejected. And as well, we treat rejection as the final answer. How many of you guys have ever stopped at the no? Raise your hand in the chat or comment yes in the chat if you have stopped at the no. Somebody said no. You said, oh, okay, well, they told me no. They denied me. My thing wasn't approved. I didn't get the job. The girl didn't go on a date with me, or the guy didn't go on a date with me, and we just stop at the no. I'll raise my hand. Me too. It has definitely happened. But what I want us to understand is that sometimes closed doors are necessary. Because if certain doors don't close, that means other ones and other windows cannot open. If certain doors don't close, then we're not going to creatively look for other opportunities and other ways to get out. I want you to think of yourself as trapped in a box, okay? I want you to think of yourself as trapped in a situation where you need to get out. You need to leave. You need to leave this room. You need to leave this house. You need to get out of this circumstance. And you go to several doors and they're not working. You're not going to just stop trying because you know you have to exit this circumstance. You know you have to exit this space. But you wouldn't go to all the different doors if each of them continued to tell you yes. You would just leave from the first one. So you need closed doors in order for you to know what is the next way for me to try, in order for your creativity to open up, in order for your resourcefulness to open up. Rejection breeds resourcefulness. Rejection breeds resourcefulness. So when you're consistently told no, that's not the end of the sentence. That's just a comma. No, but thank you. Next. Thank you for that no, but I'm going to go ahead and try this next thing. Every time you hear a no, the reason I had you guys write down next opportunity is because I want you to see it as a next opportunity. A no is not the end of the sentence. A no is simply a comma. It's simply a semicolon. It is not stopping your show. It is not stopping where you need to go. And I really want to put this into context because I was at, a great dinner over the weekend with a lot of other entrepreneurs who have been in this business or in this, entrepreneur game for 20 years. And something that they talked about a lot is the businesses they had, they no longer have, the businesses that they had that failed, millions of dollars that were lost. And to me, hearing that, being in my third year of business, it was scary. It's like, wait a minute, y'all lost that much money? Y'all lost these businesses? You guys had to sell? Like, how are you still here? How are you still doing it? But something that really came through was that rejection led them to be able to create a bigger and better business the next time. So much of the time we're afraid of failure. We're afraid of rejection. We're afraid of the no. We're afraid of something not working because we think that after that, everything is done. We think that after something doesn't work, that we're lost in the abyss. We can never get up again. It's over. It's never over. It's never a wrap. You've got to recognize and welcome and be prepared for rejection and failure as a part of the journey. Because these entrepreneurs that I sat with, had their businesses not failed, they wouldn't have the $100 million companies that they have now. So you should be looking at, what's on the other side of this rejection? Because the more rejections you get, the more doors that don't open allow you to focus your attention on and energy on finding the one that does. So we got to reverse that thought cycle. Instead of being afraid of rejections because we feel like it's going to stop us in our progress, we should welcome and be prepared for rejection because in fact, it's going to get us closer to the yes that we need. It's going to get you closer to the yes that you've been looking for. The more people that deny you, the more banks that tell you no, the more circumstances or opportunities that don't invite you into the room, that means they were not for you. Does that take anything less away from you? No. It just means it wasn't for you at this time. Something else is going to come. Another yes is going to come. Somebody comment in the chat, my yes is on the way. Comment that below, my yes is on the way. Your yes is on the way. And this goes to just the simple fact of the law of large numbers. Okay, if you guys are familiar, if you're not, definitely Google this after. But in short, the law of large numbers states that the more outcomes you receive, right? So in this case, a no. The more no's you receive, the law of large numbers states that by law, an opposite outcome is going to come. This is why in sales, when I was director of sales, that was one thing I used all the time. I said, listen, I don't really want to hear about you got to know. I want you to go and pursue 100 no's because then what's going to happen is one of those is going to end up being a yes. And so you keep going and getting more. You keep going and doing more. You keep going and trying more because by the law of large numbers, one of them is going to work. And then two of them, and then three of them, and then four of them. But the longer you sit afraid that people are not going to like your business on IG, concerned that you're going to get denied when you apply for that brand partnership, worried that you're not going to get the yes that you need to move forward, no growth is happening. No growth is happening. Again, rejection breeds resourcefulness. When you get told no, that's going to give you the opportunity to think of another way to get to the yes. Because maybe you thought that way was the yes, but really no, that just led to another no. Okay, so what new way am I going to create to go and get to the yes? And for those of you who this is your first business, second, or third business, do not give up. And also, do not long and yearn for where you once were. Do not long and yearn for where you once were because you're not there anymore. Remember, just the same way that people come into your life for certain seasons, you also experience certain things in life for a certain season. And if you're always hoping to be able to go back to the past, to be able to have what you had before? How can you ever make room to actually have something more? That $10,000 at the time felt like a lot, but God has written for you that you're supposed to have $100,000 or $1 million in this next season. But you're stuck on the fact that you used to have 10,000. You used to have 5,000. You used to have this. You used to have that. And you're still sitting there when God is waiting for you over here saying, why are you worried about that 10,000? And I have $1 million on the way. You got to let that go. The past is the past for a reason. It's supposed to stay there. You got to let that go. So whatever happened before, at this point, it is no longer in your control. At this point, everything that occurred for a reason. That no occurred for a reason. Whatever money you lost, it occurred for a reason. To show you something, to make you aware of something, so that then you can go and become resourceful and pursue what is supposed to come next for your life. What you are supposed to have more of. I want you to be so strong. I want you to face new opportunities with confidence. Sometimes we're afraid to try things because we don't want to fail, right? We don't want to deal with the hurt of what happens when things don't go our way. But change that. Instead of seeing it as pain, receive a rejection or receive a failure as an opportunity, as a lesson learned. You should receive that in joy. You should receive your rejections in joy. Because when you receive your rejections in joy, you're able to realize that, that door did not open because a bigger one is waiting for me to come and start knocking. So that's a great thing. Because now I don't have to waste my time continuing to knock on this door, and it's not the door for me. Closed doors are a good thing. Knock 3 times. It's not opening for you. It's rejecting you. You're not the one for it. Hallelujah. Receive that in joy. Be resourceful and start working on that next door. Start working on that next opportunity. Start working on how are you going to get the yes next time. That next one doesn't open. That's okay. Brush it off. Let's start working on the next one. And I often talk to you guys every week about being a champion and reminding you that you are the champion of your life. You are the hero that you are constantly looking for and waiting for. It's you. God already gave you the ingredients necessary to go and change your life. It's already in you. I don't know if I've told you guys this analogy before, but it just came to my mind right now. So somebody told me this in 2019, 2020, before I started my business. And it is that so much of the time we are praying for a cake. We're praying for this beautiful cake, delicious, cooked, sweet, all the fillings that we want. We're praying for this cake. And this cake typically represents all the good things in life: money, success, relationship, happiness, all those things, right? We're praying for this cake and we're waiting for it to just come and drop on our lap just like that. But what was shared with me is that the way God works and the way life works, you're going to receive the ingredients for that cake at different times. You're going to have the eggs, you're going to get the vanilla, you're going to get the flour, you're going to get the strawberry filling if that's what you like, you're going to get the brown sugar. And you're going to have to go and make that cake. A lot of the time we're waiting for this outside person to make this amazing cake happen in our life and bring it to us. Meanwhile, you've already had all the ingredients. God has given you all the ingredients in packages that you might not recognize. You're waiting for the cake to come to you. Meanwhile, you've already had the tools needed to make the cake. You've just got to start baking. You've just got to start baking. You've got to start taking the things that you have, your experiences, the resources available to you currently, and start making the cake. And as you go to find more resources, as you go to find more opportunities, then you start getting better quality ingredients. But at no point does the cake just drop down on your lap. Over time, you get more and more and better ingredients to help you continue making better cakes for whatever place you are in your life. Somebody comment, make the cake. Somebody comment, make the cake. That's how I want you guys to see your life. You are able to make this as delicious as you choose to make it. You already have the ingredients to go and make what you want out of life. You've just got to decide to use those ingredients. That's the difference. Don't wait for a hero to come. You are the hero. Don't be afraid of rejection because you feel like that'll be the end of your sentence. That'll be the end of your story. That's simply just a pause. Next. Another rejection. Okay, next. That's what you've got to recognize. And nobody ever was able to move forward being so focused on what happened in the past. When we walk, everything is facing forward. Our eyes are not back there. Nothing is back there. You got to let that go. Whatever happened or did not happen, whatever worked or did not work, you've got to let it go. You've got to let it go. Because the longer you stay focused on what happened back there, what did or didn't work, what decision you did or did not make, the less time and the less energy you have to focus on what's in front of you so you can make better decisions to get the bigger opportunity that is on the way. God never takes something from you without giving you something better in exchange. And connected to that, God is not going to tell you no to something unless it's for your highest good. You got to trust that. You got to trust that. What is for you is for you. And also what is not for you is not for you. And that is something to be grateful for. Sometimes we get caught up thinking that that was the thing we really, really wanted. And so when the failure or rejection happens, it takes away everything from us. But always go back to remembering, you know what? That must not have been for me. Otherwise, it would have been a yes. And as hard as it is to let that go, this is where you become a champion. This is where you become stronger. This is where you dive into your resourcefulness and you go find what is for you. You go find the person that is for you. You go find the customer that is for you. You go find the lender that is for you. You go find whatever opportunity is for you instead of being hung up on the one that wasn't for you. There is too much abundance. There are too many people. There are too many opportunities for you to feel like one no should hold you back. Before I started my business, I applied to 55 jobs and all of them told me no. Every single one. Some of them didn't even reply. I didn't even get the courtesy of a thank you email. All of them told me no. Now, had I allowed that rejection to be the period at the end of my sentence, you and I would not be sitting here having this conversation right now. Instead, I allowed all those 55 rejections to fuel my resourcefulness. Well, you know what? If 55 of these people said yes, said no, I'm going to have to go knock on a couple other doors and see who's going to say yes. And maybe I need to change houses. I was knocking on the door of 9 to 5, being an employee. I don't think they wanted me over there. So I said, you know what? Let me spin the block and let me go knock on these doors for entrepreneurship. Let me go knock on these doors and see what's going on. And that's how you've got to see it. If you keep getting no's in where you are and what you're doing and what you're trying, then that's letting you know what, maybe I need to try something else. Because the blessing you're looking for is it could be in that neighborhood, but you're just in front of the wrong address. You're just in front of the wrong, you're just not at the right house. That's it. You're in the zone, but God is trying to tell you, it's around the corner. You keep knocking at this one door, and the blessing I have for you is over there. That's why no's come, to guide us to where we need to go. A no is just a redirection. A rejection is just a redirection. A no is just a next opportunity. So as you go into this week, I really want you to seek out more rejections. I want you to do more so that whatever doesn't work tells you it's not going to work. This one is not for you, so that you can go find what is for you. Because failure is all upon how you perceive it. We think of failures as bad things. We think of rejections as bad things, but change your perception of what that is. A failure means that particular effort did not work. Okay, there's 1,000 more ways to try the same thing, and one of those will work. A rejection means that particular person, place, or thing did not want you, was not for you. Okay, there's 1,000 more ways to still go down that same path. But do not get caught in your fear of failure and in your fear of rejection, because you don't want to feel that initial sting that you just don't pursue anything. Welcome it. Welcome it. This is how you win your days. This is how you win your weeks. This is how you win your months. Because when rejection and failure do not make you afraid, who can stop you? Who can stop you? When you are not afraid of somebody telling you no, when you are not afraid of failing, when you are not afraid of something not working, you are unstoppable. You are completely unstoppable. You are unfazed by anything that 90% of the rest of the population are fazed by. And this is what separates champions from those who just do okay. Somebody comment, I am a champion, in the chat. I need you to comment that. I need y'all to write that down. I need y'all to make this one of your daily affirmations. Somebody comment, I am a champion, in the chat. Because nobody likes to be called basic, right? We don't like that. So then we got to let that basic behavior of fear and hesitation, we got to let that go. Champions go after it no matter what, no matter if the outcome looks scary or not scary. No matter if rejection is 90% likely or only 1% likely. And, there's this, I think people tend to think that success is a matter of luck, that it comes to you if you get lucky. Like I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw this lucky girl syndrome. I was like, this is the wackest thing I've ever seen. There is no lucky girl syndrome. There's like work your ass off girl syndrome. Success is not a matter of luck. Success is a matter of choice. Don't let anybody on here make you think someone or they are more lucky than you or anyone is more lucky than anybody else. There's blessings and there's a choice that you make every single day to get up and go after it. You see, social media can make it look like luck because we don't see the failures. But going back to the law of large numbers, for that one lucky instance that we see on social media that somebody posted about, I guarantee you there were 99 no's or 99 failures before that one yes. But people don't talk about that. So that's why I want you to know you're gonna get some no's, and I want you to welcome it. I want you to embrace it. I want you to be ready for it, and I want you to know that you're strong enough to handle it. You absolutely are. Because that rejection is letting you know, don't turn right, you need to be going left. Don't go this way, your blessing is still down this path. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. So always remember, when you see that, when you see all these people sharing, oh, all these things are happening, I'm so lucky, this is what's going on in my life, and you start to go into that place of comparison, champions don't compare themselves to people. Champions recognize everyone has their journey and your time is coming. And you are a champion. Champions don't need to be worried about who's lucky and who's not. You know that you are blessed. You know that your blessings are on the way. And you know that your success is determined by the choices that you make and how resilient you are, even in the face of rejection. That's the real deal. Even in the face of rejection, how hard are you gonna push to go next? Okay? Make sure y'all know that. So I definitely want you guys to send this to a friend who has either been rejected recently or has gone through something, or a friend that you feel like could use this pick-me-up. Send this to them. It's also on YouTube, okay? So you guys can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EllieTalksMoney. Just look me up, and then all the More Money Mondays going back even 2 months, 3 months are posted there. Now, this week, I want to make sure that you guys win in life, and I also want to make sure you win in your business. So I am having a free masterclass on Thursday all about getting funding for your business. It is called my Fully Funded, okay, masterclass. So I want you guys to comment funding in the chat, comment funding in the chat, funding in the chat, and I'm gonna send you the direct link to secure your seat to the masterclass on Thursday, okay? It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. You are about to win in your life, and you're about to win in this business. You are about to be fully funded in 2023. So comment funding in the chat. I will send you the link directly to your DMs. And then make sure you show up to class on Thursday, be there on time. And don't forget, when you go to register, add on your fully funded bundle. It's gonna have your templates, lender's list. It's a full workbook. You're gonna need that for class. So make sure you add that on when you go to register too. All right, y'all, I love you guys, and I'm super proud of you. Keep going. You are a champion, and I will see you guys in class on Thursday and in the next More Money Monday.